What's the deal?
Leave. Take the cougar. Sail away.
So, Tambalda follows the cougar and the boys lead us to the Arcadians.
Time for a little payback.
And so why are you here?
Here's the wise.
You are to wait.
Oh, all right.
In prison.
Please? OG can send out a homing signal, can't he?
Yeah.
Could the joke have hurt him? I don't know what they've done with him loose, all right? If I did, I'd be doing something about it, wouldn't I? Hey, I was just trying to help. Come on, we can pick up his homing signal from Stormrider, can't we? And how do you suppose we get past them? We'll steal a flybike. What? We'll get a flybike, and we'll give him a taste of their own
Don't be
medicine.
so stupid.
Fine. We'll just stay here and do nothing then. Abracadabra. Does OG appear? No.
There's no point in doing something if it achieves nothing.
Do nothing then, and they will win every time.
Please. We have a problem.
Which is?
Well, I'm concerned about the food and water levels, but if...
Teach us how to drive Stormrider.
Pardon?
You heard. Teach us.
You forgot the magic word.
Now.
I was going to put it more diplomatically, but the end requirement is the same.
Figure it out yourself.
You don't want to do that.
Yes, I do.
1. We need to find new food and water sources. 2.
Garlindi, proceed on my signal. Want your little friend hit by the next one?
I think it would be best if you show us how to drive Stormrider.
Garlindi may not be the sharpest knife on the planet. She's a very good shot.
Please. Please? Please, what are you doing?
Stormrider. The turn of the next tide.
The next time you want to prove how tough you are, don't use me to make your... They were not going to fire another stun ray. How could you be so sure?
Because I'm older than you.
Doesn't mean you're always right. It's my life you're playing double dare with.
Well, you didn't get hurt, did you? Look, I had no other choice. If I'd given in too easily, they would have been suspicious.
What do you mean?
I have to get on board Stormrider.
For OG's homing signal?
At least I'll know if he's still alive.
But you'll have to teach him how it works.
It's a barter I'm prepared to make.
So, how are we going to get rid of them?
Well, Jason and Lee will come back and Jason will have a plan.
Yeah, right. Jason's plan A. When that doesn't work, we'll move on to plan B, then C and D.
Have you got a better idea? And don't say steal a flyby.
I'm sick of waiting. All we do is wait.
The only chance we have of getting rid of them is to wait for Jason and Lee.
Meet us at 3 Rocks Island.
Why?
Because I said so.
Always orders. I do not even
We
know...
need your help.
What kind of help?
It's time for Fleas to find a new home.
So what?
So we take her to the island, you knock her out with a stun ray, then we return home.
As I said, meet us at 3 Rocks Island.
I do not even know which one is 3 Rocks Island. So how do we do this?
Just follow in the distance behind Stormrider. We'll stay on the surface.
And then?
Then, you use your stun ray on Golhatai's signal.
Are you sure?
Remember what I said in the desert? I can be a very good friend to have.
And if this reads negative, it means that the previous operation was unsuccessful, which means that you have to go all the way back to the beginning and start again. If you don't, you'll barrel roll Stormrider. Managing to keep up, are we?
Of course.
The sequence is set out in a zigzag pattern, starting from the bottom left of the console. There's a rhythm to it. Light, light, signal, signal, light.
Why is that light flashing?
Confirmation of engine function.
It's not in the pattern.
That's That's right. You win the prize. Now, let's see who's going to be teacher's pet and show me they were listening.
I'll go first.
I'll wait outside.
What's wrong with her?
Seasickness can be a terrible thing. Shall we start?
One step at a time. Or you'll drown us all. Just get the sequence right first, okay?
Light, light, signal. Signal, light.
Perfect. Except for one thing. This one. Not that one. You've just sent us to the bottom of the ocean. Go stand in the dancer's corner. Next!
Hey, Kelios. Well, what would you prefer to be called? Intergalactic Man of Mystery? You never did tell us. Why is the great Kelios the Navigator locked up with us prisoners?
It was a little misunderstanding.
Bastler, Arcodians don't only have little misunderstandings, do they?
Misunderstandings tend to be major with us.
Hey, do you guys remember when the Arcodians invaded the settlement?
Jason, he's hardly gonna forget. That's why he's locked up here.
What you might call a major misunderstanding.
You guys opposed the invasion, didn't you? I mean, you went directly against Voss. I've had some time to think in here, and I've been thinking, why? Why would you guys cross the patriarch of the Arcodians?
A very good question.
Is it a very good answer?
I am Arcodian. Arcodians see what they want and take it.
It's not the truth.
Our island here on Stormworld is a piece of Arcodia, but it is a time capsule. We have kept our old ways, old traditions, old rituals. Vassal was born here. He knows no other home, but through his meeting with you, he brings young ideas.
Young ideas.
About being in this world. About sharing with others who call Stormworld home. I opposed Voss because I love my son.
And because you believe his young ideas.
Voss is desperate for water, isn't he?
Everyone on Stormworld is desperate for water.
Yeah, but you guys need more than us. I mean, you're running low here. Otherwise, Voss wouldn't have risked invading the settlement.
I've answered your question.
Still an Arcodian, huh? You won't trust us with any state secrets.
Steering adjusts itself according to the pressure of the water as determined by ocean elements, boat speed, and water density. Let me show you.
I do not need to be shown again.
Fine. Next lesson, diving. If you don't mind. Told you never to sit in that chair.
Hey, what are you doing?
That one, red. That one in the blue zone. And those two match and equalize pressure. If you get any of these wrong, you'll be down for a long time. Got it?
Got it.
Hey, Goal, you might want to come in. Unless you feel like a long swim. Now to surface.
I assume it's the reverse of the procedure. That one red, that blue, those two matching.
That gets you a D- on your report card.
What's happening?
You got the first bit right about reversing those two. Hey! Enjoying the ride?
Surface, now!
Still haven't learnt the magic word.
Must be those two. Something to do with equalizing pressure and buoyancy.
Am I right?
Good boy. Move to the head of the class. Your turn, Fly Girl. Something's not right.
This isn't a hard sequence. It's called one step after another.
What's that?
It's just the wind.
Yeah, right.
We are wasting time.
Fill up the containers. I'm tired.
And I'm not.
What do you call this where you're from?
Ambush or a setup?
Should have known.
Hey, Goal.
What are you doing?
Actually, I think setup is the right term.
I nearly lost you back there.
Some unscheduled diving practice. Sorry about that.
Sleep well. Have fun giving orders to the rocks.
Best you get back to the settlement before us.
That was meant for her all along, wasn't it?
Come on. And don't forget the water.
You could have gotten rid of me too. How come you didn't?
I didn't get rid of you because you know the way to the Arcadian island, and I plan to deal with the Arcadians.
So I'm safe as long as I'm useful.
Such a clever girl.
And Golhadai was no longer useful?
I think Golhadai will learn much from the opportunity for solitude and reflection. Don't you? Maybe not.
Do you even know how to ride a flybike?
Can't be that hard if the droid can do it.
No, this is dumb. I'm not doing it.
Fine. But don't cry when I swoop over your head because I will not be landing to pick you up.
That's because the droid will be feeding you to the blood kelp.
And if they're not, which they won't be, you are going to miss out on sharing a flybike with me.
What sort of sharing?
3 days mine, 1 day yours.
And it's all mine on that day?
To do whatever you want with. But it must be returned intact, or else the barter is forfeit.
1 day mine, 1 day yours.
2 days, 1 day.
1 and 1, or no deal.
Do your bit, and one of those flybikes will be ours by tonight. It's been quiet.
Do not fire! What is wrong with you, Drogue? You think the settlers will follow us if you fire at children?
Where's Golhatai?
That is not for me to say. That honor resides with Garlindi.
Golhatai has retired. Permanently.
What have you two done?
I had nothing to do with it. It was all Garlindi's plan. Brilliantly executed with bravery and courage.
It's time to move forward. We must change and adapt.
To the Drogue.
To the Drogue.
To the Drogue.
Nathan, what's going on?
Just a little celebration.
Celebration? What are we celebrating?
Our settlement will no longer be threatened by Golhatai.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
Follow me, and our community will become a place of peace and prosperity.
What about the Arcodians?
I have plans to deal with their threat and neutralize it.
How will you do that without the Drogue?
Without the Drogue. Garlindi. Golhatai is gone, but the Drogue remain our friends.
How could you be so stupid? If one of those stun rays had hit you in the wrong spot, you could have been killed.
Exactly. Help me get up there on one of those flybikes and I'll blast them all.
Beralda's dead, and I have to act like a mother to you.
You treat me like I'm a child.
Or maybe I wouldn't if you'd stop acting like one.
Hey, Methany.
You okay?
Yeah, look, we need to speak with Voss.
Why?
Because we can prove that the Grey Water exists.
It's just a story.
No, we can prove that it's not. Can you get us a hearing with Voss and the council?
It's not that easy.
You've got to try.
What did she give you?
What?
In your hand.
Nothing.
Which explains why you're clutching it.
Oh, let's see that.
If you help me escape, I'll show you the way out of Stormworld.
Give it a rest, Kelios. You suit the decor in here.
When I was on Moose Island, I found something which proves there's a way back.
I said give it a
What
rest.
did you find?
The answer lies at the settlement. If you help me escape, I'll show you what I found.
Go on.
Go on. Lee, is there a word for what's wrong with
He
you?
wants out of here just as much as we do.
I want more than out. I want what we all want. Not everyone who's dragged onto Stormworld dies here. There is a way home, and I found the pieces to complete the jigsaw.
And I believe him.
Lee, you were always the one who said he couldn't be trusted with anything. Okay, can I just point one thing out?
Point away.
The Cougar, it needs fuel.
Okay, so we'll steal some. Or we'll make some, or both.
Okay, and then what?
And then we go back to the settlement and Helios will show us the way home.
I can't believe what's wrong with your brain? Have you forgotten who's in control of this settlement? We need the Arcodians. They're gonna help us in return for access to the Great Water.
Home. Plenty of water, no fang eels. Where everything and everyone is familiar.
Lee, the settlement needs us. They're our friends.
I thought you were my friend.
What?
You promised me to get me back home.
Yeah, I will.
No. Friends keep their promises.
Lee, look,
No, you've been making promises ever since we got here.
Look, Helios can't even prove what you say.
care! A promise is valuable because it's rare. No, there are words and there are actions.
Yeah.
You've got the words. But I haven't seen any actions. I help you get out. You show me what you found. Agreed?
Agreed.
Helios is my best bet at getting home. Not you. wish you could take the cougar.
Without fuel, it's driftwood.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me. What's wrong?
Why are you doing this without Jason?
Didn't you hear anything I said back there?
I've heard and seen many things, but to my great surprise, the world is full of deception and trickery.
Your world may be. Not mine. I intend to go back to that one. Just have to get past him. So what do you plan to do?
Use some deception and trickery. Peace and shelter from the storm.
What are you doing here?
Boss said we should demonstrate how the Valagat works, and...
Is he okay?
Yes.
I can't believe he fell for that a second time.
Some people do not learn from their mistakes. You have shown a great instinct for survival.
Yeah, well, you can only say that because you've never had a friend. You doubted me back there.
One can never be too careful.
Sure. So let me doubt you. Can you really get me out of here?
I know the way out.
Sure hope so.